with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Welcome to another video in the flashcard series. I've got a really fun and very pink card to share with you. And guys, this is one that really truly makes up in a flash. Let's go ahead and get started with our card. All right, let's go ahead and go over the cardstock you're going to need for your flashcard today. My card base is in pink Pirouette. I have it cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, so that's going to fit into one of Stampin' Up's medium-sized envelopes. My flashcard pieces today are Melon Mambo and Whisper White. Let's go ahead and prepare our cardstock. We're going to use the confetti textured embossing folder, and I'm just going to line my cardstock up in that folder. You see that the cardstock it's just gonna fold right down there on the back. I'm gonna take that and run it through my Big Shot to give my card some really amazing texture. All right, I have that done. While I've got my card base here, I'm gonna come in with the 1/4 inch hole punch. And I'm going to take the hole punch right in the middle and basically right into that little oval spot there. And you know what? Since I'm already here, let's go ahead and add the ribbon. This is our Melon Mambo Satin stitched ribbon. We're just going to run it through, and I'm just simply going to tie it in a square knot here on the side of my card base. All right, right over left, left over right. Only pull what's in your left hand. You're gonna get a beautiful knot every time. I can come in with my fabulous ribbon scissors, or as my friend April likes to call them, butter scissors, because they cut like butter. So there you go. All right, my card base is ready. Let me set that off to the side, and now we can work on our flashcard piece. We're going to focus on the Party Wishes stamp set today. We're going to use the cake and the Make-A-Wish, and we're going to use those candles as well. We're going to start with the Make-A-Wish, and we are going to come in with Melon Mambo ink and the Make-A-Wish stamp. Guys, when you stamp this, you're going to stamp it all the way here in the upper right corner. And then we're going to come along with a not the 1.5, let me grab the right one, the 1 3/8 inch circle punch. And we're going to give that Make-A-Wish, we're going to punch that out. And now, since we're talking punches, let's go ahead and bring in the curvy trio punch. And right down here at this corner, let's go ahead and give that corner just a really cute little decorative edge. All right, now we can go ahead. We're going to stamp the cake, and the cake is actually going to be done in Blushing Bride. Now I know my my card base is in pink Pirouette, but I wanted several different colors of pink going on here. I'm a pink girl. I really like my pink. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that up in Blushing Bride, but I wanted the cake stand in a different color. I like to come in with blender pens and just use that to remove the ink. Now, once you remove that ink, you want to get that off your blender pen. You can just do that on some scrap paper. You can see until it goes clean, you're good to go. I'm now going to come in with a crumb cake Stampin' Write marker. And as you can see, I'm just going to color that cake stand. We are going to do a little huffing technique. That means I'm just going to breathe on it to kind of moisten up that ink. And now we are going to stamp that kind of down towards the bottom, just like so. Now, we're going to do a little more to that cake because that's a little boring to me. I pre-stamped that cake on a piece of just scrap paper. Doesn't matter what size, doesn't matter anything. Guys, I'm simply going to cut right down to the end of that cake, and then I'm going to fussy cut very close to the edge. I want to stay right to the edge. And we're going to cut this out, and we're going to make a little template. Let me show you what it looks like when it's done. This is the one I've been using. You can see I just put a little Scotch tape there to hold it together. That's going to be my template. When I'm done with it, I can just throw it back in the box, so I'm always ready to go. Now let me show you how we're going to decorate this cake. Let me come back in with that Melon Mambo. I have got this great little flower stamp. This is from Perpetual Birthday Calendar. Guys, can I just tell you, this is one of my favorite stamp sets, and I'm not really using it for a calendar purpose, but all of these little images are amazing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna line this up over our cake image, make sure we've got it set really nicely, and we are simply going to put some gorgeous flowers all over that cake. Boy, looks like something Cake Boss would do, and we are doing it without calories. So that is how you're going to get some great flowers on there. Now, to put the candles on the cake, again, it can be a little tricky. I'm going to come in with just a Post-it note, and I'm just going to lay that right there at the top. And let me come in with a Daffodil Delight ink pad. I'll spit it out there. I'm going to ink up those candles, and we're just going to lay those candles right here at the top of the cake. But by putting that oh, I missed a little bit. Well, you know what? I will go back and fix that in a little bit. But that's how I'm going to get those little candles on there. Hey guys, it happens in stamping, okay? We don't always get everything perfect. All right, well, you know what? We're going to go with it. And now we're ready to bring in our Melon Mambo cardstock. And we're going to come in with a 1.5 inch circle punch. We're just going to punch ourselves a little 1/2 inch circle right there. I've got some snail on the back of my focal image. And let's just bring this. We're going to line it up in our flashcard base. Perfect. Now, to cover up this awful hole, what we're going to do is we're going to add some snail adhesive to this circle. And we are going to cover that hole, and then we're going to put a Stampin' Dimensional. Actually, we'll probably put about 2 Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back of our, whoops, my Stampin' Dimensional. Okay, guys, it feels like a Monday. I guess it's not a Monday. It's a Thursday, but you know. We're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I literally just stuck my thumb in the Daffodil Delight ink. Yes, it is one of those days. Now I'm just going to attempt to not get Daffodil Delight ink all over my stamped image. Please tell me I'm not the only one who has done this. I'm going to go a little ski-wampus off of that circle. I just kind of like that. Now, I wanted to add one more little thing, and I've kind of made a mess of my desk, so I'm going to attempt to find, there we go, my candy dots. We're going to add a little candy dot right here. I like to use my paper piercer to pick those up. But do you see the Bright's candy dot? It just kind of really gives it something right there. Now, I did want to show you on my original card, I did some paper piercing. Now, I chose on this one to not do it. If you're not familiar with paper piercing, it's a very simple technique, but I also wanted you to see 2 different options for making this card. Let's go ahead now and attach this to that fabulous card base. You just want to kind of lift that ribbon, slide that image over so you can kind of center it up in your card. Kind of give that a little press. Now we're going to do one more fun thing, because I liked those flowers, but I thought they were lacking one tiny little thing. That's the white gel pen. I absolutely love the pop. Look at that. White gel pens really make these images just pop right off. And of course that contrast with the white that's already on the card. So simple. You may want to make sure, before you use the white gel pen, make sure that your ink is good and dry, because sometimes it might go a little fadey on you, and we don't want that. We want them to be nice and bright. Now, if I find after that dries that the white has gone a little bit dull, not a problem. I can just go right back over it, and I'm going to find a way to fix my ugly little candles, because it's going to drive me crazy. So instead of showing you this card where I messed up, I'm going to show you the one where I was amazing. I told you it really does come together in a flash, and that little bit of ribbon, I think, just it really adds a nice touch, just some little softness and some fun texture to the card. Guys, if you need any of the supplies to create my card today, you can find it at one place, simplysimplestamping.com. Look for the January 21st, 2016 blog post. I'll have a complete list, photos, everything you need to see all the supplies I use to create the card. Just click on a pic, you'll go directly to the online store, be able to order anything that you need right from there. Guys, also, if you love the idea of flashcards and you like the idea of having everything ready to go, you can also order flashcards to go. This is where you're going to get the cardstock, the flashcard pieces, also flashcard 2.0, envelopes, everything you need to make 40 cards in a flash. You can find that at simplysimplestamping.com. It's right there in the pink menu bar at the top. Look for flashcards to go, and you can see all the different options you have in the flashcard series. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm having a blast sharing flashcards with you. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.